The rebound. That's Paul Pierce with the basketball. Scored 21 last night in their win over Indiana at Indy. Nate Robinson, who got stitches last night, triples.
Ben Gordon into that shot to get his rhythm hopefully early.
Paul Pierce all by himself. He fires. He fills it. 2 triples for the 7-7. The technical foul free throw fell for the Celtics. Paul Pierce with another triple. Shot clock at 14. Finally whips it to Pierce on the wing. An up fake and a bump from Tracy McGrady, and that's another Piston foul. They now have 14 fouls with 7-19 still showing on the clock here in the first.
What happened there? Oh, okay, all right.
Convincing pump fake.
Very, I guess. Picking up loose basketballs. He's a part of this success right now for the Pistons.
Paul Pierce inside to Shaq, lays it over the front of the rim and in.
Still 0 on the offensive glass there.
That's a great stat. Will Bynum's throw inside though, flicked away. Paul Pierce to Davis, lays it up, lays it in. Glenn Davis, the big man from LSU, in the backcourt. And pass behind Greg Monroe. Boston with numbers. Paul Pierce at the backboard.
Almost went in.
Pierce down the lane. Nice scoop and a score for Paul Pierce. Count it and a foul.
You know, the thing I have to appreciate about Pierce, you know, he was somewhat sauntering down the floor, surveying the whole time, looking for a crack. Got it, made a somewhat acrobatic layup to get the end.
I think he's had a Hall of Fame. Paul Pierce has it. Paul Pierce with a drive. Nice dish to Shaq, who lays it in. That's 43. Pick and roll. Glenn Davis and Ray Allen. Now Paul Pierce will drive it on Tayshaun. And he got Tayshaun behind him. Was able to scoop. Knocked away by T-Mac to Ben to Charlie. Way up for Tayshaun. He had to save it, and Paul Pierce was there to collect the basketball.
Tayshaun Prince is not even on the basketball court right now, folks.
Ray Allen. Just over 5 to play in the third. Ray Allen dishes to Paul Pierce. This for 3, and it's through. Ben Gordon, Tayshaun Prince, and Austin Day. 1, 2, 3. Just over a minute to play in the third. Rich pass across the court, picked off by Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce with a drive. Draws the foul. Ben Gordon called for the foul. 71-56, the Pistons lead the Boston Celtics. Pistons with 5 guys in double digits. Boston with only 2. Biggest lead has been 16 a couple of minutes ago. Paul Pierce to the baseline. Paul Pierce backs on rip. Paul Pierce from in front. Shot is in and out. Tap back up and in.
Paul Pierce, he's going to miss the original shot, but then in a crowd, he's going to tap it back in. Now, on first glance, you might think as he goes back down the floor, he's a little upset because that wasn't a foul call, but maybe on second glance, he wants everybody to know, especially the scorekeeper.
Hey, that was me.
My tap in, not Luke Herringody. That was my 2 points.
Paul Pierce now with 20. Right with the Sun Messengers here tonight, helping with the festive atmosphere. Greg misses on the chance for a 3-point play. Paul Pierce right straight to the rack and laid it in.
Field goal shooting to win that game off their defense.
Rick missed the 3. Pierce inside for Daniels for the deuce. Now it's 70. Day blocked by Wafer. Daniels to the rim on the other end, gets it up and in over Greg Monroe. 68 Pistons. Jermaine O'Neal screens for Paul Pierce, gets it back inside and converts and draws the bump. It comes out. T-Mac replaces him. Pierce to the lane, leans and guns, and he got it. Paul Pierce with 2 dozen. Tayshaun's hurting, but he got them both. Ray Allen bounces to Paul Pierce. Pierce up and over. Tayshaun with a jumper and in.
I repeat.
And that's a good call.
Well, he right now is trying to will his team. That is tonight without Rondo and without Kevin Garnett largely to victory with his scoring. And it's not just the scoring. He's done a nice job of passing the basketball. He's picked up 8 assists, George. Great one-on-one basketball player. Can create his own shot still at this advanced age.
Yeah, 4 steals, too, for Paul Pierce. He has scored 26. Pierce with a drive for Boston. He converts and draws the foul. Chris Wilcox called for the personal.
You remember in the open, we showed you the stat line of Allen.
Larry Bird, John Havlicek, and that man, Paul Pierce, in the 20,000-point club for the Boston Celtics. He has 4. We still have 3 and 10 left, but the Pistons lead by 13. A lot of fight in the Celtics, especially that man, Paul Pierce, right down the gut and basically forced a foul. Ben Gordon's second.
You know, you don't score over 20,000 points not getting to the free throw line. You look at any of those guys, George, that have amassed that total, they've all spent a great deal of time at the free throw line. They know how to get fouled. They know how to draw contact. Pierce is doing that right now, and it's important for Boston because it stopped.
Boston 13 for 14 at the line. I remember Adrian Dantley, man, he almost never missed down the stretch. Wow. Here's Ben Gordon called for his 3rd.
You got guys just pinballing off of Paul Pierce now.
They do not count this basket with fouls out there. Rodney Stuckey with a case of the stomach flu tonight. But there's not much you can do about it.
Well, that's very true, especially when there's a guy like Paul Pierce, you know, because if you're John Custer, you know what you want? You want that clock running. You don't want to commit a foul. You want to try and play defense and make them take a jump shot.